Hello again, guys. Ken from CMX Powersports here. I'm here with Chris. Today we're going to walk you around the CFMoto UForce 600. Stick around, you're going to like this one. So as I said, today we're going to go over the UForce 600 a little bit here. This has been a great little unit for us at the store. I know it's been a great little unit for some of the farmer rancher guys or cottage owners. The cool thing about this side-by-side in particular in my mind is it's kind of a mid-size side-by-side. So it's quite a bit more nimble than the big full sizes. And I think that's why a lot of people choose this size of unit. Chris, what do you think?
Absolutely. It's really fuel efficient too. I've had a lot of customers come back and, kind of brag about that compared to other units that they're running. It's super good on gas.
Yeah. So this unit is a 600cc single. That's probably where some of the efficiency comes from. Yeah. But the CFMoto has used the full Bosch electronics and all the things that the major auto manufacturers use. So the efficiency in the injection system, the PCM, to everything, I feel like CFMoto has really got that dialed in. So let's just walk these folks through this unit a little bit. Starting up front on this one this time, you're going to see that they're kind of in the same fashion as the large UForce 1000. They've kept with the idea of arched A-arms. I think that's really cool. It's just the difference between hitting that one rock off your A-arms or not. And on the trail, same thing. Whether you're choring or you're on the trail, you want to try to maximize your ground clearance as best you can. I think what they did with the suspension on this unit, being that it's a smaller unit, they have actually dialed the suspension in so that it feels like a bigger unit when you drive it.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, and I've had that comment from people that have come in and test drove these in our store, and they say, for a mid-size, smaller side-by-side, that thing rides like a full-size. So good job to CFMoto. As always with CFMoto, and as we've talked about before, as you see it, aside from the cab kit, is how it comes. They come with the winch, they come with the aluminum wheels, they come with everything that's on it standard from factory. And they don't chintz out on the tires either. I think these Arison tires that they put on here, very similar to the Stag on its big brother, but they do just as well of a job. And if you look at the tread pattern, you can see that it's an easily cleanable tread pattern if you're in the muck and mud, but it also does really well in the rocks and roots because it's got that wide tread depth, that wide tread face, I should say, that can really grab and crawl over things easily. You couple that with the four-wheel drive system with the diff lock and everything, and I think that's a winner.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, just want to illustrate to you how comfortable this machine is. I mean, we're both 6 feet or more tall, and we have tons of room in here. We're comfortable. You could probably seat another person here too, and yeah, we wouldn't be crammed at all. It has an overall width of 63 inches, so there's tons of room in here. You could fit another person if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't feel like we're crammed in here at all. And like you say, we're not two tiny guys, but no, we're not touching and banging shoulders. The camera can't see this at the moment, but our knees are not hitting the dash. In fact, we've got a good, probably easy hand width on each knee. And I'm nothing but legs, so that counts for me. I'm kind of misproportioned that way. I'm all leg and tiny torso. So leg room is really important to me on a side-by-side. I also love that it's got tilt steering. Kind of the same as its big brother, the UForce 1000. As stated, this is a cabbed unit, so this one's a little bit more special than just the base models that you'd see on the floor. The cab kits come super ready to install. And when we put these all on, the amount of air that this cab unit will keep out and the cold that it will keep out because of all the automotive weather strippings and the way that everything is just built to fit together with a CFMoto. I've said it 100 times and I'll say it again. CFMoto builds their units to accept their accessories. When they engineer them to have accessories bolted on, not the other way around, which is a lot of times what we're used to in the industry. And that's where you get hard to install accessories and things don't line up. Yeah. I think we've put bumpers on together on other brands that it doesn't make sense and it doesn't seem to line up. You'll see that this unit has defrost vents and floor vents, so it does a really good job of dispersing the heat throughout the whole cab. I think there's three fan settings for the heater, and I can tell you from riding these around the yard and around the dealership in wintertime when it's snowing, that the heater works really well.
Yeah.
I think you've driven them around in wintertime a little bit too.
Yeah, you can get hot in here.
Yeah.
Like there's plenty of heat.
You could probably peel your jacket off. They work well enough for that. Just like its big brother, I think what we have up here is something special that I appreciate in a side-by-side. It's the wiper washer system and the appointment of an separate interior light, just like a car. To me, that's important because you're not always wiping clean water off your window. A lot of times you got muddy, mucky stuff all over your window and you just need a washer. Okay guys, so here we are in the cab. As you can see, Chris and I are sitting in here and we're both 6 foot plus. We got lots of room. So I just wanted to run through the interior appointments here real quick for you. So as you can see, we've got a super bright, super clear, large readout. CFMoto is kind of known for this on the market. They've made a name really fast for themselves of having really nice displays that are easy to read. This has been said in other videos by people that are a lot more famous than we are, but those instrument clusters work really great. And the good thing about it is even in the sunlight, that thing is still super bright and adaptive and you can see everything on it. It's pretty well appointed. If you want to see everything that the dashboard does do, just head on over to CFMoto Canada and check that out. And I'll run through the rest of the stuff here. So I'm going to run through my stuff and then I'm going to let Chris just let you know what everything else over here is. So on my side, obviously we have the ignition, we have the tilt steering, we have our 4x4 control, which I think is awesome that they light up their switches. A lot of companies don't do that. I think it's cool. It's kind of like automotive. Then down here, we've got our headlights on, headlights off, and running lights, which I think we've gone through a little bit how super bright these LED headlights are on the CFMoto rigs. And that's what I have in my area. I'm going to let Chris talk about the rest here.
Yeah, so in the center here, you've got your reverse override, you've got your horn, you've got your normal work mode. Again, that's kind of like sport and normal. You've got your signal lights and you've got your hazard lights, which is really great because there's a lot of municipalities, you know, cottages, you're going to need this stuff to be out on the road. Here we've got the USB plugins. You got a 12 volt here so you can connect whatever accessories you want. And then you've got a glove box that seals up really well and you got tons of room in here. So if you want to turn the heater on, you've got this switch here. And then there's 3 blower modes like Ken was saying. So if you're getting too hot, you can turn it down till completely losing your heat. And these here, you can aim them wherever you like. So if your feet are getting too hot, you can turn them that way, centerize them, whatever you like. And then up here, you've got the defrost vents, which are placed so that, you know, you're not going to get fogged up at all. Another thing I want to mention is CFMoto, under this seat here, gives you storage for your tools or whatever you need out on the trailer while you're working. It's super convenient and awesome that they do that. Easy to access, seals up good too.
Okay guys, here we are outside of the unit. Chris has gone through some stuff on the inside. The quality doesn't suffer on the mid-size with the cab kits. It's exactly the same. Everything is just as tight, everything is just as right. So I just want to repoint this stuff out because I think CFMoto did a great job on these. So the first thing that I want to mention that we had forgot to mention in one of our previous videos was the collapsible mirrors on the doors. So if you're out on the trail, you're out on the farm, you're driving along and you have a little bit of an oops, you're not breaking your mirror off of your unit because they've made them collapsible. They're a stiff collapse, but they're not going to break anything if you hit it. And I can actually personally speak to that inside the dealership here. It's happened once. Anyways, I want to talk about the cab a little bit. So just like its big brother, it's got the same appointments in the doors. It's got the shock up top that prevents your door from closing all the way on you in the wind if you're out doing some chores or something. The other thing it kind of does is it's nice to open your door and have it open for you. Just kind of a cool thing that they put in there. As Chris had mentioned in one of our last videos, when summertime comes around, it's really good that we've got a heated cab. That's wonderful. People love that fall, winter, you know, they're in their machine, they're warm and they're toasty. But what do you do in summertime? That's always the thing. How hard is this to deal with when I want to change from winter to summer? So to do that, it's very simple. This is like a one beverage job. On each door, you've got a shock here. You remove a clip, you pop the shock off, and the doors pop off of the unit just like they would on a Jeep or something. They're just a little bit lighter than what you would deal with on a Jeep. Chris, what are these doors made of?
Polycarbonate glass. They're super strong. You know, people worry about them when they're looking at these doors and they think, you know, it's not going to take much to break because they just look like normal glass, but there's a polymer built into the glass, and the calf kicking it or something, it's not going to break.
I think a lot of people are used to the kind of plexiglass that's on side-by-sides and ATVs being just a little bit weaker because it's not rated for impact. CFMoto did a really good job of their polycarbonate blend on this, and we've got lots of ranchers out there and farmers that these doors have taken hits, and they've actually called us and said, I can't believe that didn't crack or that didn't break. So to me, that's A1. CF did a great job on that. So getting back to what are we doing in summer, obviously you guys see that we can open our front window to get wind flow. We take the doors off, we get a little bit more wind flow, but then we still have this wind catcher right here. So CFMoto made that really easy for us. This is just a quick release handle. You open it up, you loosen it off, and the clips on the inside come off, and your back window is going into your garage for the winter or wherever you choose to store it. Let's talk about the box here a little bit, Chris, with these folks.
Like its big brother, the UForce 1000, it's got all the same features. You've got the tie hooks inside and on the outside. So if you've got a load of logs in there and they're kind of falling over, you can put your tie hook here and, you know, secure that load that might be falling out of there. Super easy to get this rear dump box up. It's assisted. It takes absolutely no effort whatsoever. You just got to flick that lever there. And again, it's super easy to put down as well. So if you're a smaller person, it's designed so that it's not going to be difficult for you to use. Another great feature about the UForce 600 is on the tailgate here, they've got tension latches, which are super durable, super secure. Right here, CFMoto's got braided steel so that these are really strong. They're not easy to break at all. If you've got weight here, these are going to support it.
Okay, so I'm back in, guys. I want to talk about a couple more things with Chris here. Being that we have the lights on, I think it's important to mention some things. In our province, these units are not platable. And that's okay. When we go to Alberta and we go riding and things like that, it's different ways to deal with insurance. However, BC, Manitoba, Alberta, all of those places, you're going to need a license plate or some kind of plate on the back of your vehicle. I thought it was really cool, along with the signal lights, hazard lights, tail lights, all the things that they do in an automotive style on these. They even included a plate light, and you can see it light up my hand right here. As we've talked about before, CFMoto includes their trailer wiring on the unit, and it's a full 7-prong trailer wiring. It also comes with the 4-prong adapter. The cool thing about that is if you're in one of the communities like the cottages, the lakes, even the trails in BC, those places, you can haul your trailer and your signal lights on your trailer will work the same as they do on your truck or your SUV or whatever you're pulling your trailer with. Just wanted to point out a couple more things here, guys. You can see here where CFMoto has taken a good amount of care to put their CVT intake system, which is the air intake for the belt drive that keeps everything cool and all that. They've put it up nice and high. They've kept it out of the dirt, out of the water. It actually comes up right about here when you have the box closed. I also love that they've put their air filter just on the other side, very accessible. You undo 4 clips and you can change your air filter or check it out in the matter of 5 minutes. So good job, CF, for making things accessible and making them so that we can reach them without having to be Gumby. I thought that was really cool they did that.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of ease of access, the UForce 600 has a fully opening hood. It's super easy to get everything in here. You've got your rad, you've got your coolant, your brake fluid, your fuse box right there. Super easy to clean if you need to. It's all really open and user-friendly. Another thing we love about these is CFMoto beefs these up really well. Like the frame and the axle strengths are fantastic. We've never had one break. Customers are really happy with them, and our customers put these through some really hard work. Like they are beating them up essentially.
Yeah,
and
to your point, Chris, these things, a lot of our customers are rural customers.
Yeah.
And we're out here and we've got lots of different terrains in where we live, and these things get punished when they go out. And we've got units out there in excess of 19,000 kilometers that haven't had an axle break, haven't had any frame damages, haven't had anything like that. The biggest things that we really ever have to do to the units when they come in is regular maintenance stuff.
Yeah.
We do tires, we do brakes, we do belts, that kind of a thing. And it's really on the service side of things for us anyways. It's very minimal considering what some of our customers put these things through. They literally get beaten.
Absolutely.
So I'm really proud to carry them, and I'm proud of how they stand up. Okay, folks, thanks for tuning in to this episode for CMX Powersports. As always, I'm Ken, here with Chris. We'd love to hear any comments you have. Please don't forget to smash that like button.
And subscribe for more.
Yeah, we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.